In today's world, we're living mostly in a surviving mode. This is because we are living constantly with stress. Stress from your business life, stress from your private life. There's constantly stress which brings up our reptile brain. But are you curious? Who are you and what happened if you're in a real survivor situation where you have actually nothing and you want to know how to behave? If you're interested in how personal development can help you and what it can do for you, then this is a really interesting episode. Hi, my name is Juliane and I'm helping people who are facing constantly obstacles in their life to get rid of it and live free and happy. As I was a survivor in 2019, I've been facing a lot of really interesting features. I learned a lot about me, I learned a lot about people, and I learned a massive, huge amount about personal development. And from every learning I give you 5 of my best tips. My first tip for you is reduce to the max. If you're living without anything, and I really mean without anything, no modern comfortable life, nothing at all, no food, no place to stay, no warm or cold whenever you want it, you're completely out in the nature, then you can see who you really are. Your behavior says so much about you. But not only your own behavior, you realize how people start to react. And it's not about titles, it's about your entire, really true personality. If you put everything off, this is your authentic truth. And this is your potential. And this is what you really are. And if you're interested to become better and to learn more and to improve your skills, to be more sociable, to have better relationships, and all these cool stuff what boosts your lifestyle and leverage your life quality, then you should try to reduce your materialistic life. So you don't have to be a survivor, but this is also an option. Get rid of all the stuff what gives you a feeling of being someone. If you think having a big car and raises your standard, but it doesn't mean that you're a better person. So what stands under the bottom line? Reduce your stuff, reduce your clutter, whatever you think is necessary. Reduce to the max to see your true self. And the second point is civilization. Or better, no civilization. Imagine you're somewhere on a place, it's hard to imagine, but there are still places on this beautiful planet where no one is living. You're just you and the nature. No food, nothing. You have to hunt, you have to build a shelter. If you want to sleep a little bit more comfortable, you have to make fire. Are you able to do a fire just out of nothing or what nature gives you? I mean, we're calling each other, we are living in a civilized world, but we're not able to survive in the nature, in the wild, outdoors. We are just not. And now imagine you're disconnected. So what you immediately would do is probably catch your iPhone, just start a Google search, so how to survive in the wild, and it's still not the same. Imagine you don't have Google. Of course, you don't even have an iPhone. But even if you read it, doesn't mean you're able to survive out there in the wild, completely disconnected. Imagine there's no social life. I mean, in the reality show, we were a bunch of people in a group helping and supporting each other, but on the other hand, we weren't really supporting each other the moment we knew that everyone wants to win the game. So imagine it's just you. What can you get out of this? Are you able to survive in the wild? And if you want to feel connected, really connected to your true self, you need to have a deeper connection to nature. Because if you are disconnected from Mother Earth and from nature, you lose track to your inner voice, to your true self. Because humans are part of nature. And this is a really interesting experience. Let's stay disconnected. I was already talking about being disconnected, but we're so much living in a social online world. But being disconnected means you're not influenced from something outside of you. If you're disconnected from the online world, no social media, no email, no one who's going to send you anything you're stressed about. You don't have to read anything, you don't have to respond anything, you don't have to lose your focus on something out of you. And this is an amazing experience. And what happened to me, I'm honest, I thought, okay, I have so much on social media, I have so much to do, and I need to be connected. I have someone who needs to do all my social media stuff. But what actually happened, I was free. My sleep was better. I could dream. I could relax my brain, and it opens up for a new experience. You get more sensitive and you get more aware, and you focus yourself on surviving, but in a good way, like food, sleep, that's it. You know, surviving. That was one of the greatest experience I had on this Fiji Islands. Yeah, as we're in a personal development video, there's everything about people. We have been in a group of actually 9 people each group, so 2 groups, we were 18 people at the beginning. And it's really interesting because the start is totally, everyone is motivated like hell, you know, and then you start realizing all these obstacles in your life. So if you want to sleep somewhere, you need to build shelter, but who's organizing that? You know, you need to build a group, you need to have a group system, otherwise it's not working. But in that game, it wasn't that easy to really build a group like it's normally working. You know, storming, performing, and all this kind of stuff you probably know, like how is a group performing and building and creating. It's more like you need to hide yourself, but on the other hand, you want to give a lot so that the group needs you. You have to be present and visible and hiding yourself at the same time. And you need to find people who are playing with you, who are building an alliance, who are building a connection with you. But you have to lie, and you don't know who's lying to you. So building trust, which is necessary to survive, wasn't a good idea at all. To see how people start behaving the moment they get rewarded and they have to lie and they have to play certain rules. Know that people are able to do everything for money. If the reward is attractive enough, people will give their last piece of whatever because they want to survive. And that's something which is everywhere. In your office, in your friends, in your family, everyone wants that. People are manipulating. What my tip for you in this context is that you keep your eyes open. Use your brain, think, and be ready for everything. And the last tip for you is the mental strength is incredible. Like I said, people are able to do a lot of things if they're rewarded in a good way, in a really attractive way. And the same is with mental health or with mental strength. So you need both. In this situation, which was really exceptional, you need to know what you're going for. I said to myself before I entered this game, I said, okay, I decided to do this and I don't want to doubt anything at any time, and this is what I did because my focus was clear, my vision was clear. I knew I wanted to play this game no matter what, and I survived these terrible cold nights, and fire was on my trousers, and I was hungry, and you were exhausted because you haven't been eating, and you were always under this stress and pressure to be voted and to be kicked out of the team and out of the game, and that means no reward for you. I know this already from my races and from my competitions and from my training. I know how that is if you're dedicated and if you want something so badly. And if there's anything you want really badly in your life, just make this vision clear. You need to have a clear vision which guides you, and you need to focus on this one thing, and you will manage it. But you need this clear focus. You need to know how people are working. Be prepared that everything can happen. Know if you disconnect, your brain and your focus is even more clear. And if you follow all these tips, you become better. Like, personal development is helping you to improve your skills. And I hope you really like this video. If you want to learn more about how personal development can help yourself to build more confidence and get rid of the past and of limiting beliefs, subscribe to my channel, and I see you in my next video. I'm gonna release 2 weekly videos talking about how you can master your life with personal development.